Okay, here in example 4, we're going to be looking at graphing a transformation of a reciprocal function. So our reciprocal function is -4 over x plus 1 minus 2. Okay, we want to be able to state the domain and range. So looking at each piece, our a value up top reflects us vertically, right? Reflects us over the x-axis and stretches us vertically by a factor of 4. So whereas our original function was in this direction on the top right, we are now flipped over vertically onto the bottom right. Whereas before we were on the bottom left, we flip over and we are mostly on the top left. Okay, I say mostly because afterwards, after we subtract 2 from everything, this curve drops down below that x-axis. H is our horizontal shift, so it looks like we shift to the left by 1 unit, right? When x is -1, we're going to have our asymptote, which used to be at x equals 0. Okay, so we have shifted to the left, and we have shifted down 2 units. K is -2. We translated our graph down 2 units. If we go through on Desmos, we can see all those transformations play out. So if we do y equals negative, if we do 4 over x, right, that takes all of our values and multiplies them by 4. If we have -4 over x, it flips it. X plus 1, that moves our asymptote over to the left. And if the whole thing is -2, it moves our horizontal asymptote down by 2 units. Okay, oops, I did -1, -2, there we go. Horizontal asymptote down by 2 units. So if I wanted to add those asymptotes to my picture, I could say x equals -1, and I could say that y equals -2. And those would be my 2 asymptotes that I am approaching in the long run. Okay, so if we're asked about domain and range, well, our range is all values except for -2, right? For y values, we go all the way up to infinity. We come down, we almost hit -2. We start at negative infinity, we come up, we almost get to -2, but we never make it to -2. So our range is all values other than -2. And our domain in the x direction is all values other than -1. Okay, so there's one excluded value for the domain, and there's one excluded value for the range. Those correspond to our 2 asymptotes. And I believe that is all that we need to discuss for example number 4.